Hello people who've decided to come and watch this video, yeah? Today we'll be speaking about the topic of red versus blue and how it is a terrible thing to have in Fortnite and it is way too oversaturated as it is everywhere in Fortnite at this point. Quite literally here, there and everywhere. To begin with, we should speak about the original red versus blue called 50v50. 50v50 was a game mode where, as it says in the name, there was there was two teams, one of 50 and the other of 50, and they'd battle against each other. There was no respawning, there was none of that team rumble stuff as we'll get on to later. It was just a red versus blue, just like everything else in this video. Yeah, it wasn't the best game mode, no, because it was red versus blue, and it's red vs blue just doesn't fit in the whole battle royale genre. Because like just other red vs blue games, but like the Fortnite didn't really understand. So then they went on and made Team Rumble. Team Rumble was another red vs blue, but this time you could respawn, and yeah, you could just respawn, and there was two teams of 20. That it wasn't that unique. It was literally just smaller teams and respawning. They didn't really do much with it, and it's a permanent game mode now. It's not even an LTM anymore, unlike everything else in this video. But yeah, so they had that, but also they decided, how about we do some dancing in the game mode? So they made Disco Domination. Disco Domination was just a game mode which you had to dance, and you could still kill. You could still do everything in Team Rumble. Yes, this time to win you had to dance. It was a bit fun again, but it was just dancing. And there was also the end game mode, which was another red versus blue. You get just there was two teams. There was Thanos team and there was Avengers. It was somewhat fun, but it was just red versus blue again, with fancy colours. Just red versus blue again. That's all they keep doing. Red versus blue. There is more examples as well of red versus blue. That's all they do. Red versus blue. It's just red versus blue with new paint on, such as well as Food Fight, which is another red versus blue with new colour. This new colour is that you had to defend a base, and you had to destroy their food icon to win. Such uniqueness. Just red versus blue, but this time to win you had to destroy stuff. Just new Disco Domination, basically. There's also something else that we should quickly bring up called the Marvel LTMs, which will pop up now. The Marvel LTMs were just Marvel. It was during the season 4. It was just red versus blue again, because that's all Fortnite can do. Red versus blue apparently, and yeah, it wasn't that much. Yeah, it really wasn't that much there. Just like there wasn't much there with Team Terror. Team Terror was just husks in red versus blue. So yeah, that was the thing. Husks in red versus blue. No, not even husk cubes, monsters. There's also the spy games. The spy games were just red versus blue again, but this time you fought with Shadow and Ghost, so there weren't red versus blue. It was black versus white, which sounds bad, but that's what the game mode was basically. And you could go into this new battle pass and get new stuff for the game mode. Yep, that was spy games for you. And then now they have the creative LTMs and creative in general. So much red versus blue. That's like 99% of the game modes that you'll ever find now in creative is red versus blue. There's red versus blue maps here, there, everywhere. There was even a time where Fortnite was promoting these red versus blue maps so much, the item shop was like 90% full of red and blue skins. It was the most Fortnite probably earned a lot of money from it, but the creative builders, like the Battle Royale maps, all of that were just being shadowed. Just have red versus blue maps, because that's what Fortnite wants. you to see, Red vs Blue, because they're easy maps to promote and easy maps to build, because you just need two teams. Yeah, Red vs Blue, just a terrible idea. It was just oversaturated too much, and well, yeah, it was just not fun to see and play. It was just two teams which fought against each other constantly, with respawns in basically every version except from 50v50. And yeah, it's they just keep bringing out red versus blue maps. It's just not that fun. There's many games with red versus blue. Yeah, Fortnite is capitalising off of the red versus blue genre, and so are creative builders who don't want to build much. Because red versus blue maps, they can basically be brought down to colour blue, colour red, some item spawners with guns, and an area to battle in. That's literally a red versus blue map. You don't need much. Yet it's everywhere, and everyone thinks it's a good map. Just no. You cannot keep bringing out red versus blue maps. We need creativity. That's what creative should be. Creative should be about the creativity of the builders. That's why good maps such as Direct MP's Battle Royale, Brim Royale, they should be promoted more than the red versus blue maps, because the builders of them maps, Direct Impete, Ben Dominator and Advil and all them lot in their build team, they should be the ones promoted, as they've put time and effort into their maps. They update their maps, they make their maps fresh. There's a lot to see in their maps. They're fun, they're unique. Even though they are battle royales, they're still unique. They have new locations. They constantly change. They go through seasons, so like the actual battle royale, and the whole season part of Fortnite Battle Royale is why it's still popular, because people get to see the map change. It's not just one blank thing. Basically, in conclusion, red versus blue maps, they're just dull and oversaturated. We need something new. Red versus blue, it's dead. You can't just keep using the same formula. It's been like 3 years since they've brought out 50v50, and they're still using the same formula of red versus blue. We need it to end. We need something fresh, unique, fun. That's the issue. That's why it's getting bland. We need to promote the new maps. We need to promote maps like how they were promoting Death Runs at some point. Death Runs were unique. They were fun. They had something to bring to the table. Red versus blue maps, they had some of the most simplistic designs, as you could have seen earlier on in the video. They just had a line, they just had a blue side and a red side, and it was just simplistic, not as fun. We need to bring out the more creative side of creative builders. We need to stop promoting the red versus blue maps. We need to make them less popular. We need to promote highly built, highly worked upon maps instead of red versus blue. We need to also remove red versus blue from the roster and bring out other LTMs which more people would want to enjoy, such as replacing Team Rumble with a different LTM. Whilst Team Rumble does have the perk of respawns, we could bring out a different LTM with respawns, which isn't a red versus blue sort of situation, like Wix Bounty sort of thing, where you had 3 respawns and there was many teams. Whilst you did start off with weapons, it wasn't 2 teams with 2 giant battle buses flying across the map. No, it was much more unique, much more innovative. That's the issue with red versus blue. Red versus blue just isn't unique. That's the biggest issue. So, like I said, Fortnite just needs to try and stop promoting red versus blue maps to make it more fun, to make it fairer, because promoting red versus blue maps has just made red versus blue blow up, whilst keeping every other type of map down at the bottom. So yeah, that's the video. Just red versus blue, get rid of it, throw it in the bin. Bring out battle royales, death runs, adventure maps even. Adventure maps would be better. because at least adventure maps bring the creativity flourishing from the builders. So yeah, that's the video. Yeah, that's it. Just please, if Fortnite just needs to change. We need to bring out the creativity. If yeah, that's the video. Yeah. If you enjoyed it, do whatever. I never ask people to subscribe because, well, if you actually enjoyed, you'd have already subscribed. If you didn't enjoy or you didn't want to subscribe, no one's gonna force you. Yeah. So yeah. See you in the next video. Goodbye.